Hello everyone. So today we'll be solving generate parenthesis problem, and this is day 16 of June LeetCode challenge. The question is like this: given n pairs of parentheses, write a function to generate all combination of well-formed parentheses. So we are given an integer n as an integer, and this represent the number of open and closed parentheses we are given, and we need to form all the combination of the parentheses which are a valid parentheses. So here if you see, given n equals to 3, we are given 3 open brackets and 3 close bracket, and we need to form out all the pairs of parentheses that we can make from these brackets. Example 2, we have a one pair of open and close bracket, so it is quite obvious that we only have one possible way to do it. Now let's see how we can approach this problem. So initially, let's say we will try to generate all the pairs, all the possible combinations of these strings which are a valid parenthesis one by one. So what we will do is that we will write a pseudo function, let's say f, and in this what we will do is that we will call our f recursively for forming this open parenthesis and for forming this closed parenthesis. So let's say we have only one pair of strings. So we have so total number of open brackets we have are 2, and total number of closed brackets represented by n and m. So n is total number of closed brackets. So let's say initially they are 0 because we cannot put any closed bracket ahead of any open bracket. So the way we proceed is that m is equals to 1 here. My bad. Yeah. So what we will do is that we will say, hey function, I have given you one open bracket and 0 closed bracket, and return me a solution for this problem. So what this Mr. function will do is that it will first open a bracket. It will go to its first call, which is open bracket call, and it will append a open bracket to a string. Now once we have appended open bracket to a string, we know that m now is 0. We do not have any open bracket, but now we can concatenate a closed bracket to this string. So what we will do is that we will call this function for 1 comma 0 now. So now this function will go for this call, because now since open brackets are 0, we do not call this first function. We call this second function since we have one closed bracket available. One closed bracket available because we had one open bracket in our string. So what we will do is that we will append a closed bracket, and now our number of closed bracket will also become 0. So now for function 0 0, we will call the f, and since there is no open or closed bracket remaining, we know that this is one of our valid solution. Now let's try to do this for pair of 2 to have a better understanding. So now let's say this time I am doing for pair 2, and initially I have 2 open brackets and no closed bracket, because we cannot have append a closed bracket before any open bracket. And these are a function called 1, function called 2, and now Mr. function have initially 2 and 0 for the first call. So what Mr. function will do is that first of all it will call its first call. So it will append a open bracket. So what we'll do, it will append a open bracket. Now our open bracket count will decrement it to 1, and our closed bracket count will increment it to 1, because now we have a liability, we can add a closed bracket. And so for 1 1 the function will again call itself. So for 1 1 we will call the function. Now since we can again go for open bracket call, so we will call first call. So we will do again a open bracket. So we will again do a open bracket. So our m will become 0 and our n will become 2, because now we can append 2 closed brackets. So now this will go for 0 comma 2. Now for this call we cannot call this function 1, because we do not have any open bracket left. So we will call function 2. So what it will do is that it will append a close bracket and it will decrement its count to 1. Now we will call this function for 0 comma 1 because we only have one closing bracket left. So we don't have any open bracket, so we will skip this call. We will have a close bracket, so we again append a close bracket and decrement close bracket count to 0 again, and now the function will go for 0 comma 0. Now we know that 0 comma 0, so we have an answer here. We cannot call any of the calls, so this is our valid solution, so we will take it. Now after this we will call back and backtrack to the previous state. So let's go to the previous state. So for last two function we have completed this second call, so there is nothing back, so let's backtrack. So for 0 1 we have also completed this true, so we will backtrack from here also. So we will came to 0 2, so we will 0 2, for 0 2 also the second call was made, so we will backtrack again from here because there is nothing. We will only simply return after this call, so we will again go back from here. And now 0 1, for 0 1 also we will go back, and now for 1 1 call. So now we have again came to 1 1 call. So for 1 1 call, what's the status is that we can append a open bracket and we can append a close bracket. Earlier what we did was we go for a open bracket call. Now we will go for a close bracket call. So this time I will append a close bracket. Now my close bracket will be, number of close bracket will be 0. So again I will call for 1 comma 0. So for 1 comma 0 I will again call this first call for open bracket. So this will be open bracket. Now for 1 comma 0, now our open count will be 0 and close count will be 1 because we have an open bracket here. So this will be then 0 comma 1, and for this we will call the second call and append the closing bracket. So this will be our second solution and this was our first solution. So that's how we will get two solutions for this problem. So I hope you must got a hang out of this question. So let's code it out and understand really how this works. So what we will have is that a vector of string to store our results. So we will name it as result. Now we will call a function generate parenthesis helper. It is good convention of naming a function which is being recursively called again and again. So what we will pass is, so we will pass a string. So initially it will be empty. We will pass our open bracket count. So the open bracket count is n, which is number of brackets available, and the close bracket initially will be 0. And so we will pass this result and we will pass this as a reference. So we will return our answer in this result only, and we will at the end return this result variable. So let's call this function and see what we can do from it. So let's define, and it will be a void because we are returning our answer in a reference variable. So it will be a string. So let's say temp or current string. So let's say current string and so int m will be number of open brackets, int n will be number of close brackets, and result will be a vector of string. So vector of string ampersand as we pass it by reference and result. So what we will do, we will check if m equals to 0 and n is equals to 0, then we know that it is one of our solution. So this state of string current is the one solution. So what we will do is that we will say res dot push back this current, because this current string was a solution, and we will return from here. Otherwise, if this is not the case, what we will do that we will check if m, so this is of call 1. Here we have discussed this call 1 and this call 2. So this is our call 1. So for call 1, what we will check, if m is greater than 0, we will call this and we will call the generate parenthesis helper. So what we will do here is that we will say we will append this current with a, so for m, that is our number of open brackets, so we will decrement our open brackets and we will increment our close bracket, because for every open bracket we have a close bracket. So and rest we will pass as same. So this will be for generate parenthesis if we find a open bracket. And if this is our second call, so call 2, so if we find that n is greater than 0, then we will again call the same function, and this time what we will say that we will append a close bracket to our current string. So we will say a close bracket, and since this time m will remain same but n will be decremented to 1 because we are now using this close parenthesis, and we will say res. So after this we have nothing, so it will return from here. So let's try to run this and check whether this works or not. Okay, yeah, it seems good. Let's try to submit this. So it got accepted. Thank you everyone. That was it for today. Generate parenthesis. Have a nice day.